see what we have. We have discussed this topic and margins, height, box models, and all discussed. Display need to discuss today. Yeah. So let's see the display property. How can we use that? I just created two files. Okay, let's see what is the display property and how can we use that. Okay, so display is the one of the CSS property. With the help of that, we can arrange the content in different ways. Okay, so in many ways we can arrange the content with the help of the display property. Okay, actually, what it will do is it will tell the browser how that we are going to arrange our complete content. We are going to arrange the content in only one block, or we are going to arrange the content in flexible way. Flexible means it will align based on the content. Based on the data, it will align the complete content based on the data. It will align in the browser. Okay, so there will be different properties for the display. So let's see what it will be. Okay. So here I have created a simple here I have outer box, inner box, and box 3. Okay. Okay. So let's see. I am going to use the display property. So I'm just going to make none. Okay, I'm just going to make none. When I use none, display none means it will not show any content inside the display. wherever we have used the display property. For this particular div, we have used the display property as none. So whatever the data is there, it will not show any data. Okay. So for better understanding what are we use, just give border. So for inner box, and for box 3, okay. So I will just give the padding here 10 pixel so that it will come little bit okay. And I will give margin as well 10 pixel. So, okay. Now I think that it looks like bit better than earlier. Okay, so as I told that display is the property where we can align the content in different ways, right? So there is one property for the display, okay, that is none. When you mention none for the display, it will not show any content. See, it has been disabled the complete content. Okay, so next property will be the block. So we are going to display in the form of one block. Okay, in one block we are showing the complete content. So by default it will be normal block only, so that's why you are unable to see any change. By default the complete content will be in the block format, only one block. Okay, so next property, display inline. Okay, you can see the difference. Inline means it will come, the complete content will come only in one line. Okay, the complete content will come only in one line, so that's why you can see the difference here. Okay, so the next property after the inline will be the very useful display flex. Next property is the flex property. So flex is one of the display property. Uh, with the help of this, we can align the content in different ways. Okay, in different ways we can align the content. For example, inner box, I will just make it as 1. Here also I will make it as 1. I'm just going to create multiple inner boxes here. 3. Okay. Okay. So here I've created 3 boxes. So inside this we have 3 boxes. So red color box is the main box. Inside this we have 3 boxes, right? So now we have made it as the display flex. So based on the content, it will get aligned. So if I haven't mentioned this, you can see the complete content has been into the full data, this thing, full entire block, it has been occupied, right? So when I mention flex, everything will be uh, shrink to the content. Okay, it will be flexible. So how we are going to show the content in different space, we can show the content. So for that we will be having the flex direction. Okay, flex direction. So flex direction column means in only one column we are going to show the complete content. See, only one column, the complete content has been aligned. Okay, so in that way we can arrange in different ways. For example, if I want to arrange everything into one row, I will just mention row. You can see the complete content has been arranged in only one row, right? Are you getting the point? So like this we will be having some other properties, some other ways to arrange the data in the display flex. One is row reverse. Okay, row reverse means this content will be changed. So 3 will comes to 2, 2 will comes to 2 will be there in place, and 1 will go into the third place. So it will be reverse. So same in that way you can make it to the column as well. So for that part you will do just mention the column reverse. You can see the content has been changed. The columns has been changed. We are showing complete content in one column, but in reverse way. Clear? Any doubts in this one? Any doubts in this one about the display and flex? Video not visible. The video is not required. Are you able to see my screen or not? You are you able to see my screen or not? Guys, are you able to see my screen or not? స్క్రీన్ కనిపిస్తుంది కదా? మరెందుకు అయితే కొంతమంది నో నో అని చెప్తున్నారు? ఓకే, చలో, ఓకే ఫైన్. Okay, so we'll see few more properties. Now you can see the content is in some other way, right? Let me show it in the row. I'll just mention the gap between the content will be indexed. A gap is a property where you can provide the gap between each and every box. Okay, so if I want to make the complete content to be center, how can we do that? I need complete, first I need to align all the items to be center. So align items center. And what we need to do, justify, we need to make the content also to be center. Now you can see the complete content to be there in the center, right? So for that we will use the align items and justify contents to make the complete content to center. Clear? So align items to make the complete items, whatever there inside the main box, to be in which direction you want to make. You want to make it to center, or else if you want to make it to like start, complete, it will come to the flex start. Okay. Or else you can make it flex end. Completely it will go to the end side, or else you can make it to start, sorry, center. So in different ways that you can align. If I use the column, you can see. Okay. So this is how we can use the display property. So this is how we can arrange the boxes in different ways. Clear, guys? Any doubts on this one? No, right? So we'll proceed further. This is enough for you for the starting the CSS. Within Flex, there will be some other topics I will discuss them. Okay. Can I proceed further? Yeah, Janardhan, we can create without the div tag as well. Div is only one of the tag where we can create the boxes. You can use any tag, but div is the default tag that we can use to create the boxes. You can use any tag, that's not a problem. Siva, video not visible. I haven't turned on the video, I have just shared the screen. How div is useful means, for example, okay, good, you asked something. Okay, let me open some PPT. Mm, how div is useful. For example, you can say this one. Okay, just talk a real-time example is this one. Okay, so I am just going to portfolio. For example, a simple and good website we consider. ఓకే ఒక సింపుల్ వెబ్సైట్ డిజైన్ చేయాలనుకోండి ఒక సింపుల్ వెబ్సైట్ ఏదో ఒకటి కొంచెం మంచిగా కనిపించేది తీసుకున్నాను. సింపుల్ పోర్ట్ఫోలియో వెబ్సైట్. Just consider this one itself. ఓకే, సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఈ వెబ్సైట్ డిజైన్ చేయాలి అనుకోండి. Take the snap of this. You can see there will be a lot of websites. She don't want now. Go here. Let's go to our PPT. ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఈ పర్టికులర్ ఇమేజ్ చూడండి. సో ఇది ఇలా ఒక వెబ్సైట్ మీరు డిజైన్ చేయాలనుకోండి. సో ఫస్ట్ యూ నీడ్ టు ఫిగర్ ఇట్ అవుట్ how can we arrange the data in this one. So you can see here on the top, okay, we can select till here, no problem. So okay, so if we look at here, okay, so ikkada meeku oka box undi, correct? So inside this, so everything in the websites is a box. You need to consider anything whatever that you are able to see. For example, ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఏ వెబ్సైట్ ఓపెన్ చేసినా మీకు యాజ్ ఏ వెబ్ డెవలపర్స్ you need to consider it as a boxes. For example, నేను just India news today. So just India News Today website అనేది ఓపెన్ చేస్తున్నాను. So when you look at this website, you need to consider this one is a completely one box, one container. Okay, complete website of a box. Inside this, you have multiple boxes. For the top navigation, there is a box, and for the side navigation, there is a box, and the main content here there is a box. So inside this, there will be a multiple boxes. You need to consider everything as a box. Okay, so when you are going to design something, what you will take to design the boxes, which tags that will be useful for designing the boxes. So you can design the boxes with any tag, that's not a problem, but there will be a unique tag for designing the boxes, only for the boxes, that is the div tag. Okay, you can use a p tag also for designing the boxes, that doesn't make any problem. ఎందుకంటే బట్ ఏంటంటే ఒక్కొక్క ట్యాగ్కి ఒక్కొక్క మెయిన్ ఫంక్షనాలిటీ ఉంటుంది, రైట్? సో ఇప్పుడు మీరు చదువుకోవాలనుకుంటే డైరెక్ట్ మీరు ఎంబీఏ ఎంసీఏ కూడా చేసేయచ్చు, లేదంటే డిగ్రీ చేసి తర్వాత అయినా వాట్ ఎవర్ నెక్స్ట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అయినా వెళ్ళొచ్చు. బట్ ఏంటంటే అది ఒక పర్టికులర్ ప్రాసెస్ కదా. ఫస్ట్ 10th అవ్వాలి, తర్వాత +2, తర్వాత డిగ్రీ, తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్. సో అలా పర్టికులర్ ప్రాసెస్ కదా. సేమ్ అన్నీ ఏ ఆ, దాంట్లో అయినా కూడా ఒక పర్టికులర్ ఏంటంటే పర్టికులర్ ట్యాగ్స్, పర్టికులర్ కంటెంట్, పర్టికులర్ ప్రాసెస్కి మాత్రమే యూనిక్గా యూజ్ చేస్తారు. బట్ యూ కెన్ యూజ్ ఎట్ ఎనీవేర్, దట్ డజంట్ మేక్ ఎనీ ప్రాబ్లం. అర్థమైందా? So if I want to create, okay, so we'll consider this website itself, that will be much more better than the portfolio. Okay, I think this is much more better that we can discuss. ఓకే. సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇదే చూడండి ఇప్పుడు ఎలా ఉంది దీనికి. సో ఇక్కడ టాప్ నావిగేషన్కి ఒకటి ఉంది. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ టాప్ నావిగేషన్ ఒకటి ఉంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకా ఏముంది, ఇంకొక నావిగేషన్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది. అంటే ఇది ఇంకొక బాక్స్ లా కన్సిడర్ చేసుకోండి. చెప్పాను కదా, యాజ్ ఎ వెబ్ డెవలపర్ యూ నీడ్ టు కన్సిడర్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ యాజ్ ఎ బాక్స్. ఇక్కడ ఇంకో బాక్స్ ఉంది. ఓకే, సో అండ్ వీ హ్యావ్ వన్ మోర్ బాక్స్. Everything we need to consider it as a box. Just you need to remember that. Okay, so we have one more box. So we have one more box here. Okay, so and here we have one more box. Is the main box, right? So inside this box again we have sub boxes. This is one box, this is one box, and here one more box. Inside this box again we have 1, 2, 3. So you need to divide everything into the boxes. For example, you can inspect it. Okay, so for example, if I want to inspect this particular element, so you can see, so they have created a div, right? So this entire div, so this is completely, this box is completely one div. Okay, and then we will be having the header. This is the header, and inside this header again they have created one more box with the help of the div. Are you able to see this? Right, so if you come down, the complete entire box is one more box. The complete ikkada nunchi idantha oka box. Inside this we will be having multiple boxes. Bottom navigation, you can see this. So ikkada undedi matram inkoka box. So inside this main box you will be having the multiple boxes. Okay, so you will be having multiple boxes. So if I want to look at this particular element, so look at this, this is one div, right? Whenever you are going to create any box, it's always recommended and that it is the best way to use the div for any designing any box. Okay, so for example, if I want to, okay, so what I will do is, okay, so if we want to consider, if we want to design the boxes in this way, so we can design it with the help of the flex box as well. But it's recommended to design the boxes, to align these boxes in different ways with the help of the grid. Grid is very useful when we are going to align the boxes in different ways. Different ways in the sense, so you can see this is a complete grid where you have shared the screen. So 1% or 10% to the top, 10% to the next top navigation, and right side you have shared some sort of percentage, and remaining content is here. So for dividing these screens into this type, it's always useful to have the grid, display grid. So that grid I will tell you tomorrow. So just you need to remember this one. Display flex is useful to make the content to in proper alignments. How that we are going to show the content, in what way that we are going to show the content. Okay, and as a web developers, you should have to understood that everything is a box. Okay, everything is a box. In any website, everything is a box. Clear? Can I proceed further? Can I proceed further? Janardhan, I think it is clear, right? ఎందుకు అందరు అడుగుతున్నారు వీడియో రావట్లేదు, స్క్రీన్ ఇస్ నాట్ విజిబుల్. Is my screen not visible? బట్ ఆస్మా సెడ్ స్క్రీన్ కనిపిస్తుందని చెప్పారు. ఒకసారి మీరు డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయ్యి మళ్ళీ కనెక్ట్ అవ్వండి. దట్ మైట్ బి ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ ఎండ్, దర్ షుడ్ బి సమ్ ఇష్యూ. Okay, fine. Okay, Shravan. Okay, guys, can I proceed further? So, have you understood the display flex? సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇప్పుడు మనం ఓపెన్ చేసిన ఈ వెబ్సైటే చూడండి. సో ఇక్కడ కూడా మనకు మల్టిపుల్ బాక్సెస్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎ కంప్లీట్ వన్ బాక్స్. Here you can consider this one as the one box. For the bottom there is one box. For the right side there is a chart box, and again there is one more box to align these items. Correct? Siva, I'm not sure. You can raise a complaint or you can inform it to Nagoro so that they'll try to resolve it from their end. Okay. Okay. So now I am going to tell a few more things which are not covered in the earlier sessions. Okay. I'll tell you few things like okay. So here I am not going to design a button. So here you can see the button is there, right? So let's make sure that so okay. I'll just tell you how can we design the button in different ways. CS button. Okay. So in we can design the button much more better than this one. Okay. So how can we do that? First, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mention the height. I'm going to mention 40 pixel, or else we'll consider 50 pixel is much better. Okay, but I'm going to mention the width as 150 pixel. Better. Okay, so I'll just make the align items to the center. Let it be no problem. Okay, so next మనం ఏం చేయొచ్చు దీనికి బార్డర్ రేడియస్. సో బార్డర్ రేడియస్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఇక్కడ మనకు షార్ప్ ఎడ్జెస్ ఉన్నాయి కదా. సో వాటిని మనం కర్వ్లో మర్జ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే, కర్వ్లో మౌల్డ్ చేసుకోవాలంటే we need to use border radius. I'm just going to use border radius 15 pixel. So now you can see this is looking little bit better. So we can, if you want, you can make 100 pixel, then you can see the difference. If you want to make 500 pixel, then you can see the difference. So as of now 15 pixel is more than enough for my design. Okay, and here what I'm going to do, background color you can give if you want. I'm just going to give red, and just color means I am going to give the color to the content, which will be white, and font weight will be, I need it in bold, and the font size, I need it should be 20 pixel, or I'll just make it 15 pixel. 15 pixel. Font, font style, right here, it will be not required. Text, decoration, transform, big, and it is going to be capital size. Okay. So instead of, okay, first we'll say, and then what I need to do is, if I want to hover, say, hover means if I take my cursor to be here, I wanted to change the properties of it. How can we do that? There is a property called hover. So with the help of that, we can do. Okay, hover. I just do that. So hover. I wanted to change only the background color now to be some black color. Okay, you can see when I take my cursor, the background color is changing, right? This is the hover. This is a simple design. You can design it different ways. If you want to change the text also, just going to change the font style to be italic. If I take, you can see the text font style is also getting italic, right? Okay. So instead of this, you can use the linear gradient as well to show multiple colors. I'm just going to use linear gradient towards 180 degree. Red comma yellow. Okay, black. Okay. So when I move the cursor, just wanted to ensure that has been changed its color. I'm going to make so okay. So if I take my cursor, you can see the color of the particular button has been changed. Alright. So you can change any property when hover means your cursor movement. Okay. So whenever your cursor movement having went on to particular, not only to the button, you can make it to the box as well. For example, I want to change this background color of the particular box. Okay. So box 3, I'm just going to use hover. Okay. Background color, I'm just going to make red. Okay. So whenever I take my cursor to here, you can see the background color is changing to red. So hover is the property for anything. You can use it for the text, you can use it for the button, you can use it for the box, anything that you can use. Okay. So hover is just nothing but movement of the cursor. Whenever it went onto particular component, that component property will get changed. Whatever the properties that you have mentioned here, those properties will be overridden by the properties, default properties, whatever you have written there. Okay, this one I wanted to discuss one topic. And one more thing is I wanted to discuss about the anchor tag. As we already discussed anchor tags to redirect the one this thing to some other place, right? I'm just going to use HL pens. HL pens to yes. Okay, so I'm just going to change the properties of the A tag. What I will do is instead of this, just comment this, make everything to be black, color as white. So here I'm just going to make the color to be white. So Cobol is in white color now. Okay, so whenever we are using the anchor tag, you can able to see one underline below this, right? One underline is there. How can we customize it? That is a major thing. How can we customize it? Okay, so with the help of this CSS, we can customize the complete content. Let's see what we can do with the A tag. Okay, so there is something called text decoration underline. It means it will be there by default. I'm just going to make none. So you can see that's right. You can see okay, you can see this is in by default it is in some other color. So madam, if we haven't mentioned this text decoration, it will be there, underscore will be there when you visited this. Come back. Okay. You can see it has been some other color. Okay, so to disable this underline, we can use the text decoration as none, so that underline will be gone. Okay, if you want to visible that if you want to make it visible, the underline, you can make just text decoration to be underlined, that then it will be visible. So if I want to, once I visited the particular website, I just wanted to change the color, uh, a dot visited. If I visited this, then what I'm going to do is color will be, I'm going to change it to red color. Okay, so okay, because just now we visited this one, right? So that's why it is showing the red color. If you haven't visited the website, uh, then it has to show some other color. Okay, so if I visit this, both are changing because we haven't used any class name, right? We are using directly the class, the tag name. So that's why the complete content is getting changed. Let it be right. So this a.visited is useful whenever you have been visited the website, then this particular thing will get changed, whatever the properties that you are going to mention. Okay, so same like this, you can use the hover as well for the a tag. I'm just going to make color blue. Okay, and texture decoration I will make it underline. Okay, so you can see whenever I take in my cursor there, underline is coming and color is also getting changed with the help of the hover property. Okay, these are the basic things that we can do for the anchor tag, and for the list tag also we will discuss. So list tag, just quickly so that order list, I'm just going to create li one apple ball cat dog. Okay, so I'll just mention here ht order list. Okay, so we have order list and unordered list. How can we modify this 1 2 3 dot 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 something is there, right? How can we modify that? Okay, if I want to make it in different way, how can we do that? With the help of the css we can change that. Okay, with the help of the css we can change that one as well. Okay, so what I am going to do is first we'll see for the order list, first we'll see, and then we'll go for the unordered list. Okay, I haven't mentioned any name. If you want, you can mention. If there are multiple order lists that you want to show in different ways, that also you can do. Or do OL1. I just mentioned order list. I just given a name OL1 as order list. So OL1. So here, what I am going to do, I am going to change the style of the list, right? So for that, we are having one property called list style. You can see. So you can see disk. Disk means for the what do you call, for the order list also. If you make it a disk, so it will be visible in the format of unordered list. Okay, but for order list we have some unique this thing that we will see. So if we mention none, there will be nothing, right? So I will just copy this. If I want to mention in the decimal format, decimal, you can show it in the decimal format 1 2 3. This is the normal format that we are showing from long back. And if I want to show in some other format like lower Roman, you can see the extensions has been came. You can see 1 2 3, some Roman number 1 2 3 came, right? So we will be having something called lower alpha, alpha means ABCDs. Okay, lower alpha. So this is because of the font style that we are using. Font family, if we comment it, then it will be better. Okay, lower alpha, and we'll be having save it. Lower Greek, you can format Greek format. Okay, you can see A, B, C. This is a Greek format of the representation. So in this type of formats that you can design your this thing. Okay, clear. This is for the unordered list. So there will be other properties as well that you can refer through Google, so that you can get it. If you want, I will tell you. I don't think that is required. Okay, I'll tell you if required. I will tell you one more property. Uh, if we want to show the content which will be starting from 010 to 03 like that, so that also you can do with the help of the decimal only, but you have to mention something, yeah, leading zeros. You can see now 01, 02, 03, 04 like that it is starting, right? This is how to change the order list. Okay, so for unordered list, what I'm going to do here also, I'm going to give class equals to unordered list 1, whereby copy this, paste it here. Okay, so you can see unordered list, if I make it none, there is no format for the display, right? If I make it disk, okay, disk means normal dots. Okay, there will be some other properties. Circle that you can show. Okay, I can see the circles. So circle you can show in the square format. You can see the square boxes came. So like this you can design in different ways for the unordered list as well. Clear, guys? Any doubts? Yeah. Asma, I will definitely share. I think yesterday I forgot to share. I will share it today, so that they will update it. So boxes are not visible to us. How can we disable the visibility of border of these boxes? Yeah, you can just disable the border of these boxes by making the border as none. Just for example, ఇక్కడ మనకు different చాలా boxes ఉన్నాయి కదా. For example, let us consider the box 3. Okay, if I just want to comment this, you can say there is no border. I haven't given any border. However, I have given. So when you taken the cursor here, you are able to see. So if you mention the border, then only it will come. Otherwise, the border will not come. Clear, Janardhan? Border. For the border, there is just English here. You can use the border. Border means border. Border property only you need to use to make it border. Yesterday class, maybe in the revision session లో నేను కంప్లీట్ రివైజ్ చేస్తాను, బట్ ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు టైం లేదు. So we'll be having a complete revision session. So in that session we'll discuss. ఓకే, సో టుమారో ఏంటంటే గ్రిడ్ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. డిస్ప్లే గ్రిడ్. which is very useful and very important topic. అదైన తర్వాత ఫ్యూ మోర్ లైక్ యానిమేషన్స్ గురించి చూద్దాం, ఎలా మనం యానిమేషన్స్ డిజైన్ చేయొచ్చు, నెక్స్ట్ 2D 3D ఎలా డిజైన్ చేయొచ్చు సిఎస్ఎస్తో. ఓకే, సో ఇవైపోతే మేబీ వాట్ ఇస్ ద నెక్స్ట్ టుమారో. సో టుమారో ఫ్రైడే. ఓకే, ఓకే. So Friday we'll see about the grid and some little introduction to the animation. I don't think time is enough to discuss about the animation. So tomorrow we'll discuss completely about the grid, and I don't think Saturday we have the class or not. Okay, Saturday ఏం చేద్దామంటే ఓకే సాటర్డే యానిమేషన్స్ గురించి చూద్దాం. Monday there will be no test. I will tell you when the test will be. So Saturday Monday వచ్చేసి కంప్లీట్ యానిమేషన్స్ 2D 3D డిజైన్స్ చూసుకుందాం. తర్వాత ట్యూస్డే నేను రివైజ్ చేస్తాను కంప్లీట్. వెనస్డే ఆర్ థర్స్డే విల్ బీ హ్యావింగ్ ద సెషన్ ఫర్ ద what do you call assignment will be there for the Wednesday or Thursday. అది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ విల్ ప్రొసీడ్ ఫర్ ద జావా స్క్రిప్ట్. ఓకే, సో almost once before starting the JavaScript you should need to start your projects with the help of the HTML CSS. The functionality will implement later. First you need to design everything properly. Okay, starting website design cheyali. So maybe on next Friday, ee Friday kaakunda next Friday or next Thursday manam project discussion చేద్దాం ఒకసారి. Okay, so please come up with your ideas. మీ ఐడియాస్తో మీరు ఎలా డిజైన్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారో, ఏం డిజైన్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారో మీరు ఒకసారి ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యారండి. సో దాన్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని మనము వెబ్సైట్స్ డిజైన్ చేద్దాం. క్లియర్? దిస్ ఈజ్ మచ్ మోర్ క్లియర్. Okay, any doubts guys, or else we'll wind up the session.